return I'll be nil, nothing, until my empty soul receives this blessing and I am one with God. For I don't want to be a tourist of tragedy caught in an abyss of jealousy. Yet I booked tickets to Abyss, yet I was running from habits where people quick as making rabbits hamper their hobbies, hating on secret opponents that barely know anything of it. So I want to be happy like a hippie. See, you're like, really, why is this guy acting like a silly hilly billy, doing silly nilly willy, yet really what is the dilly? Yet ideally, this could get me a milli to take back home to my family. But I want to be funny so I can spread infectious joy. But I'm no Chris Rock, that lucky mother lover. Well, at least I strive to be an inspirer. So hear me out, mother, father, sister, brother from another mother. In life we often desire to barter trade for better. Do you often wonder why whatever we have puts us under the weather? Yet if we seek shelter from our shadows, we can never be better. For example, I'd like to have Monica for dinner, but she often catches a whiff of my reefer, and things as I quiver from the fuel that is used as preserve start to differ, for she hates smokers and their bad breath that lingers. So I am a lose her, and I excuse her, for instead of helping me get better, she leaves me with her. But I can only be me, an updated version of me. And I am what I am, and what I am is what I believe I am. I am free will, a contradiction of sorts, where the path of my destiny is grafted out by God who's watching me. I am honesty, yet also deceit. I could lie and cheat, but choose not to accept defeat. I am peace, with a slight way of rage, therefore half Indo, but with a slight way of nature like Katrina. I am rich, with a heart of gold, but with no money to buy me bars of gold. I am rare, like a stone sodalite, yet also one and the same, a gem, a similar species. I am soulful, a spirit of peace, hope, and freedom, yet also heartless. I could beat one at the game of love. I am freedom, clouds, amorphous, beauty, yet also a slave, trapped in a body, locked in society. I am joy, bright and infectious like the sun, but also a paradox. A clown filled with tons of sorrow. I am a believer, for I choose to be one. Like God chose Jesus to be begotten and Adam to be made, I am a replica. A copied cat from a similar hat, but the tricks in my bag can never match that of the maker and the master. I am what I am, and so much more. And you are me, for we are one. We are black, the mightiest of the mighty. We bear a skin which is far less fair but rare, like a black rose. It's no wonder as they stare they grow feisty, for the skin we bear is precious, like the glare of gold, so subtle. But we have been deemed as a descendant of the curse, yet he who deems only seeks to be endorsed, henceforth claiming a legacy of white supremacy. But verily we are children of the whispers of misery, descendants of the lash. I may know nothing of being treated harsh, but we are now victims of mental slavery, where the battle of the fairer race continues in HD propaganda as the avenue, and still the Caucasian is portrayed of preference as the Mongolian is driven into cultural decadence. Someone called it the human race, surely it is. But God, in the presence of darkness, brought forth light. So if it be a race, I tell you, we came first. But in our hearts is a vast light, a light of oneness, a light of togetherness, a spiritual light governed by peace. But still we battle. Why? I am a child of Africa. We are all children of Africa. We shouldn't be afraid of Caucasians, for we spend many a day still our fingers stuck on triggers. From the tricksters that ripped us off in the bright day. They took our glitz and glamour and left us in green hay. And for our gold and ivory, we were handed arms, as many of our arms were used to build their dams. And they called it butter trade. Yet the truth is all they spread was a butter. And then they left us fighting and killing our own brothers. Pity, pity, now we're like guinea pigs on a wheel. We're 50 years behind and still competing with our own race. We've been endorsed to slavery, we're living in the past. On a crash course journey from an unwritten draft. Such decadence, we're losing cultural preference. As our innocence and dignity is eroded for irrelevance. It's no wonder they got us dressing so US and UK, but oi, we should look for a PUK and lock their BS and clad in fresh AK. Call it African class gunned by their AK. We've been forced to believe they're dumb. We are dumb as they say. We've become numb to creativity. We're living like blocks. Forced to thinking about using force through Glocks. Yet for our actions, we just end up behind locks. Akin to our brothers with their hair tied in knots. So this is for my dreadlock brothers cutting off identity, trying just to fit in. And for those that are forging accents, just trying to fit in. And those bleaching their skins, trying still to fit in. To some it's nothing, but we are losing who we are. You know what hurts so bad? We are still riding along on this wagon with no final destination or GPS. I just want to be me. An African, born in great Africa. I don't want to be just another replica. I just want to be me. An African born in great Africa. I just want to be a real black star.
Wow.